I don't have my other device, so I can't play my music, sadly, from the car. So you guys are going to have to, not listen to music for a little bit until my other phone is found. Anyway, good morning, freedom marchers, freedom families, freedom lovers, and freedom fighters. Snapzilla Gorillas in the building to hit y'all upside the head with another morning paper. And in today's morning paper, we're going to be discussing the attack of Saudi Arabian oil fields, Aramco specifically. We're going to talk about that. Salute to Realize in the building. Salute to Orange Lily for you in the building. Thank you guys for coming through. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button when you step up into place. Kelvin Black up in here. Salute. Salute to Kelvin Black. Yeah, we're going to get this thing started, guys. It's important to understand what we got going on. There is a lot. Needless to say, Donald Trump, his masters, Is-Ra-Helly, Benjamin Nosferatu, all these guys, they made a grave miscalculation attacking Iran this time around. You see, the first time they attacked Iran, the Ayatollah was still alive. And, you know, they didn't want anything to escalate beyond what it needed to. But, you know, since the US and Is-Ra-Helly in their hubris decided that they were going to attack Iran again, Iran was like, fuck that. You killed our supreme leader. You did this, you did that. We are going to put the Beats by Dre on your monkey asses. And let me tell y'all, don't let these people lie to you. Iran is kicking the ass. They are whiz-ass zooping the ass of Israel. They are whiz-ass zooping the ass of the US. Point blank and motherfucking period. It is what it is. They're gonna, they're gonna tell you a little victories here and there. Oh, look, we sank their oil, we sank their destroyer. We did this, we did that. That's nothing. You see, what Iran is doing is playing 5D chess. We still playing checkers up in this motherfucker. Yeah. We're still playing checkers. And just so you guys know, Marco Rubio said that we are not configured to send ground troops into Iran. You know, that's a very smart, very intelligent assertion. That is a very intelligent and very smart thing to do, is not to send troops into Iran. It's not going to work out. You understand what I'm talking about? It's not going to work out. Iran is a force to be reckoned with, and this is what I said. Now, I also told you guys yesterday, before I even knew this happened, that the reason the U.S., this is one thing that we foresaw. The rulers that really control us, the elite class that have designs on ruling the world, they knew that if they attacked Iran, there was going to be a problem with the export of oil. And so they had to look elsewhere. They had to secure oil for the United States in the event the world export of oil from the Arab nations got choked off. And it appears that Iran has indeed shut down the Strait of Hormuz. Now, the Strait of Hormuz is only 30 kilometers across, right? And you think, oh, it's just a small little piece of the narrow sea. Well, do you know that 20% of the world's oil goes through the Strait of Hormuz? 90% of India's oil goes through the Strait of Hormuz. 90% of Japan's oil goes to the Strait of Hormuz. Damn near all of China's oil goes through the Strait of Hormuz. Yeah. Saudi Arabia sends the majority of their oil through the Strait of Hormuz. Yeah. The UAE gets the majority of their oil from the Strait of Hormuz. Hormuz, the Strait of Hormuz is between Iran. It's between Iran and the UAE and one other nation. I forgot, one other Arab nation. They have shut that shit down. Yeah. As a matter of fact, they blew up a tanker that tried to violate their, because Iran said, no, do not bring any oil tankers through the Strait of Hormuz. Somebody tried it. I think it was Tesla's, I think it was Tesla's, one of Tesla's tankers, ironically. Yeah, they sunk that shit. Iran's not playing games, y'all. Iran is not playing games. Yeah. And the games that Israel is trying to play, well, they're not working, right? So here's what happened. An oil field got destroyed, and obviously, people wanted to blame Iran. They said Iran did that. The conventional wisdom is that Iran is sending a message to Saudi Arabia that if you go in with the United States and Israel, we're going to destroy all of your oil fields. So right now, we're just going to destroy one to send a message. Now, from what I understand, Iran had a discussion with Saudi Arabia and said, we didn't destroy that. No, we didn't do that. We're not messing with your oil tankers right now. So, the thing is that it is believed that Israel blew up the tankers, right? They were destroyed by a couple of unidentified drones. And Iran is basically saying that Israel did that to try to incite and try to get Saudi Arabia to want to go in and attack Iran as well. But here's some things we have to understand about many of these, and this is something I want to discuss more further tomorrow when I do my deep dive into how Iran could bring peace in the Middle East. So I'll touch on it right now because tomorrow I'm going to be my kids, so I'll be able to, right? I'll do my live stream on my computer, and I'll be able to show you guys some things. So one thing we have to understand, right, is that after World War I, many of these Arab nations were established by the UK, by Europe and the United States, right? And so many of these nations in the Middle East, World War I, right? And it was as a way for Europe and the United States to control resources in the region through these puppet governments, okay? And Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Qatar, all these different nations that we are aligned with, they don't really have nothing for Iran, right? They ain't got nothing for Iran. They have never fucked with a nation like Iran in the Middle East. Iran is the most powerful Arab nation, point blank and period. Their military might is much stronger than other Arab nations. They have the will. They're not controlled by other nations. They are sovereign. And the problem is that in the Middle East, we cannot protect these nations as they thought we could. That's just a reality, right? this blanket of protection that we have been offering to these nations over the decades. The little wars we got into in Afghanistan and Iraq, how we helped Kuwait out when Iraq tried to invade. Yeah, Iraq ain't shit compared to Iran. Yeah. See, we don't really got that. We ain't. Listen, I know you guys want to come here. Y'all want to get mad at me because y'all think I'm going to bat for Iran. Well, I really am. Do you know why? Because Iran was minding their own fucking business. That's why. Iran was not fucking with the United States. See, Iran was trying to work with the United States for decades and maintain their sovereignty. The idea is, Iran shouldn't have nuclear capabilities, right? This is the bullshit they sold y'all. If Iran has nuclear capabilities, then they're going to destroy the world. This is the bullshit that they have been telling you guys. Well, that's not what Iran just wanted. Nuclear capabilities for nuclear power. They also perceived the threat of the United States. They perceived the threat from Israel, right? They're surrounded by puppet nations. Yeah, they want to be part of MAD. They want to be in with MAD. You know what MAD is? If you guys are familiar with MAD is, I'll tell you what MAD is. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all know what MAD is. M-A-D. Anybody know what MAD is? Tell me. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all know what it is. It's a simple concept. Very simple concept. It's a concept that prevents all-out nuclear war. It's a concept that prevents that. It prevents Nagasaki. It prevents Hiroshima. Mutually assured destruction, right? So, if I am a sovereign nation and I don't want any other so-called superpower to try to fuck with me, I'm going to try to become nuclear capable as well for my own protection. And that's just what it is. Mutually assured destruction. That's MAD is mutually assured destruction. That's what it is. That means that if your enemy has nuclear weapons and I have nuclear weapons, I can't use my nuclear weapons to bully them. I can't threaten them with nuclear weapons. I can't do that because they have them as well. So if I shoot off a nuclear weapon at them, they're going to shoot it back off at me. And next thing you know, nuclear winter for 200 years. Most of the world gets wiped out. It just is what it is. So, of course, they don't want that, right? Because the elites, they don't want to end the world. They want to continue. They want to control the world. They want to run the world and have access to your children. That's just what it is. That's how they feel like they fuel their power, is by victimizing children in many different disgusting ways. So they don't want to destroy the world. They want to control the world. So yeah, mutually assured destruction prevents that. But anyway, this is what Iran wants for themselves. They want to remain a sovereign nation and mind their own fucking business. Iran has never done anything to any other country. Iran has never done anything. They have never threatened any other nation. Period. They can say what they want about, they're killing their own people and all this bullshit. The same shit they told you about Muammar Gaddafi. The same shit they told y'all about Saddam Hussein, except with the difference with those guys is they don't have the power in the military might that Iran has. They don't control certain aspects in certain regions in the Middle East that fuels the world economy. It just is what it is. So right now, there is going to be a lot of problems. And one of the main problems, right, is that the US and Israel, we don't have the munitions available to sustain an all-out attack and a continued attack against Iran. That just is what it is. because they destroyed Bahrain, right? The naval base in Bahrain. That's where they get their resupply from for their aircraft carriers and their destroyers in the sea, right? So in order to reload, in order to resupply ammunition, they have to take a 3-day trip. So if they run out of their missiles, it's a 3-day trip. They destroyed the base in Bahrain. Y'all can tell yourselves what y'all want. I see a lot of people getting destroyed out of my chat. Y'all must not want to hear the truth. Yeah, because these are truths. Iran destroyed Bahrain, the naval base in Bahrain. They are destroying multiple military bases in the Middle East. Right? They're just eradicating our presence and our force in the Middle East. They're showing how impotent we really are in the Middle East. Right? We have been walking around, goddamn, like we run shit, like we just big shit in the middle. We have been doing that for so many decades. It felt like we were so powerful. And Iran was kind of trying to listen. The Ayatollah, say what you want about him, but he was the voice of reason over the decades, and he was the reason that Iran did not escalate to the level that it has escalated right now. And Iran, they're not really, I mean, this is peanuts for them. Listen, y'all really need to understand this shit. They don't have to attack the United States. Iran does not have to attack the United States mainland. They don't have to. What they're doing right now is very smart. And I will talk about that more tomorrow. But right now, I want to talk about how deviant Benjamin Nosferatu is and how Israel is doing what they normally do. They are trying to contrive some type of animosity between Saudi Arabia and Iran that's not really there. And this is what I believe, right? I believe Iran when they said they didn't attack that oil field. Some people believe it, some people don't. It makes sense that Israel would do this to try to rile Saudi Arabia up and help them attack Iran. It makes sense for them to do that. Salute to the lovely Black Spring Autumn in the building. Salute to you, Queen. Thank you for coming through. Yes, hit that like button. I know y'all don't want to hear this, but it's reality. Y'all want to think the U.S. we're so big shit. We're the most powerful military in the world. We can do what we want. Donald Trump is our Lord and Savior and all this other shit. No. You see, the elite class that rules over Donald Trump and has Donald Trump do their bidding, they made a miscalculation as well. Yeah. They made a miscalculation as well. See, they won't. The things they want to achieve, they will never achieve them. I hope we understand the realities. But this makes sense that Iran would attack, or that Israel would destroy that oil field to try to entice Saudi Arabia into hopping into a war with Iran. They want Qatar, Iran, the U.S. They want these nations to help them attack Iran, but these nations they relied on our protection. You know, they thought that we would prevent any harm from coming to them. Well, they're going to cripple Saudi Arabia's economy. They're going to cripple Dubai's economy. They're going to cripple the UAE's economy. Their economy is going to be crippled if they don't do certain things to protect themselves. And that's what we're going to get into tomorrow. We're going to get into that tomorrow. Someone says I need evidence. What do I need evidence of? Tell me what in particular do you need evidence of? These things, you guys aren't familiar with it. You're curious where I get my information. Research. I look these things up. I go and search these things out. These are things I understand. What do you need evidence of? What do you need? I'm going to be presenting some evidence tomorrow. But what in particular? You telling me I'm making shit up? What am I making up? What am I making up? What am I making up? To be honest, Iran has a right to defend itself against the US so the people can verify what you... Yeah, they do have the right. You have proven you a fool. To be honest, Iran... Help me understand. What do you guys have anything to go against what I'm saying? Someone says nonsense. Tell me what is sense. You can't do it. You can't do it. So, Iran didn't deny attacking Israel's or Saudi Arabia's oil fields. Is that what you're telling me? Someone says I'm unwatchable, but you're watching me and you write in my chat. Cripple Dubai's economy. Are you serious? You are not serious. How does Dubai make its money? How does Saudi Arabia make its money? What holds up those nations' economy? Mohammed Sagir says Iran just denied it. I know. We went after Iran for 47 years of attacks. Attacks of what? What did Iran attack? America needs to be humbled. Iran will slap the shit out of America. Yes, it will. Tell me, I still haven't seen anything. Tell me where you telling me that I'm wrong, I'm full of shit. Tell me what's right. You say it's nonsense. Tell me what the sense is. You can't do it. Did I serve? Yes, I did. What did Iran attack? Who did Iran attack? Who did Iran attack? Robin Wyckoff? Did Iran attack the United States? Unpopular opinion. If the U.S. succeeds in Iran, it will dominate most of the global oil market after Venezuela. Iran has been the only major barrier to that monopoly. Absolutely. But if you believe that the U.S. is going to succeed, you're sadly mistaken. Did Iran use proxies around the world? Did they? Did the U.S. use proxies around the world? Did Israel use proxies around the world? Does Russia and China? You tell me the answer. No, Iran has not threatened us. When did Iran threaten us? It attacked military bases in the Middle East. After we have attacked them, we have been attacking Iran and doing shit to Iran, putting sanctions on them, doing all these different things. Mr. Pippet said, salute to you for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you. He said, bro, you're speaking facts. MAGA, are you happy now? They don't care about the facts. They want to come here and tell me I'm lying, I'm wrong, I don't know what I'm talking about. Yes, so they all attacked people. Who did Iran attack? Specifically. Did Iran ever attack? Attack. Yeah, Russian oil does benefit from this war because guess what? The U um Europe is going to have to turn to Russia to get oil. They're going to have to turn to Russia because they cut off the strait. They're not going to be able to get oil from the Middle East right now. They have essentially shut down Middle Eastern oil production, oil exporting. Y'all don't believe it? I despise fools like this spreading false information. Creed, what false information did I spread? Attacked more than one embassy. When did they attack more than one embassy? When? What year? What incident are you referring to? They're attacking embassies now. Sure. Iran is attacking embassies right now. But didn't we attack Iran during Donald Trump's first term and kill Soleimani? It is important for India imagine supporting Western colonialization of the Iran Shah supported Pakistan current Mullah regime of Iran is at least not anti-Indian. In the Iran versus U.S. Israel war, Russia benefits greatly from the closure of the Strait of... Yes, they do. Because now Europe is going to have to get oil from Russia. And so is China. China's going to be getting oil from Russia, and so is China. Or so is Europe. Tell me what book to read. Andre Allen. See, y'all just come in here and make stupid ass statements, but you can't back it up with anything. Whatever Iran did pales in comparison to the Empire of Baal. Absolutely. Mike Johnson says, I have more reasons. The Iran hostage crisis began in November 1979 when 65 Americans, including diplomats, over civilian personnel. But why did that happen? Why did the Iran hostage crisis happen? Why did that happen? Because they were provoked by the United States. Point blank and motherfucking period. I don't want to go to war. This shit is nuts. And salute to the brother Insane. I think I saw my bro Insane in the building. Salute to you, brother. Top of the AM. Americans act like we own everything, everyone's house. Exactly. So I'm just going to justify anything they do, says Nick Morris. If you fuck with people and they fuck back with you, yes. Yes. Mike Johnson, tell me what book to read. What book did Drew read that gives you more knowledge than I have? And I'll go read that book. Someone says BS. Tell me what's not bullshit. You can't do it. They have also included military targets such as October 83 attack a Marine compound in Beirut and left 220 Marines dead and led to the U.S. to withdraw from that country. Why? Why? Why did that happen? Why did that happen? Why do these nations attack us when we have been going around the Middle East, meddling in their business, attacking them, attacking their assets? Tell me why. All right. You're spamming. I'm going to get you out of here. Yep. No spamming in my chat. Only leftists unhappy, yet Iranian people have the opposite feelings. Oh, yeah? Which Iranian people? Michael Helpin says this person you said you do not do research spelled wrong 3 times in a row and he can't be telling you to do nothing. Yeah, I know, facts. But this is how they roll. I know y'all upset. Iran did this in 1983. They did that in 1978. But why? Why though? Because we have been in Israel have been trying to topple Iran, the Iranian government. We have been fucking around with them. We have been performing secret military operations in there, trying to disrupt shit. But nothing should happen because of it. So ignorant and biased. What am I ignorant about? And what am I biased about? It's funny when someone gives you a fact and all you do is say why. No, I didn't know. That's not all I did. I told you why those things happened. Because they were provoked by the United States. Just like we have been provoking nations in the Middle East that did not get on the program for decades. If they not on our program, guess what? If they don't do what we want them to do, we put sanctions on them, right? We arm rebel groups to start shit, just like we did in Libya, just like we did in Iraq. We make shit up about them. We lie about weapons of mass destruction. We have been doing this shit for decades. So what are you talking about? This is par for the course. This is how they operate. Why are the Iranians so happy for the demise of the Ayatollah? Okay, did you do a survey? Andre Allen, did you perform a survey? How many Iranians did you speak to? What did you do? Did you gather some evidence? Help me understand. Did you do a survey, Andre Allen? Did you do a survey of Iranians to find out how many of them were happy the Ayatollah is dead? Did you do that? Did anybody? Is there a poll somewhere? What are you asking me? Why are you asking me for? I'm not the one saying that Iranians are happy. You're saying that. So I'm asking you, did you do a survey or are you aware of a survey that was done to find out how many Iranians are happy? Salute to Love Peace, who sent a gift to me. Thank you so much for the gift. Thank you. Only a few exiled Iranians and their families are happy. 90% are not. And I wouldn't even say that. We don't know. We haven't done any surveys. We haven't gotten a consensus. Right? It is what it is. There's enough videos you can see of mourning of the innocent man and leader. There is that as well. Someone asked if I could see my survey. I didn't proclaim to know how many people were happy or unhappy. So why would I provide you a survey? Why would I give you a survey when I'm not making a claim about how many people are happy or unhappy about the Ayatollah being killed? I didn't make that claim. So why would I provide a survey? Surveys don't mean shit. Why don't you move to Iran and see what you like about it? You're an idiot. You're an idiot. There's a reason they do surveys. You see, because if you think about it, and I'm pretty sure you're a voter, voting is like taking a survey. I'm sure you believe in this democracy where you vote for your favorite ruler. That's kind of like a survey to find out how many people want this despot to rule over them and how many people want that despot. So they get people to vote and they gather all the votes, they make a count and they get a percentage. That's essentially a survey. Someone called me an idiot. Tell me how to be intelligent. Help me out. Y'all can't even help me not be an idiot. Most persons are pissed and want revenge. I wouldn't know that either. What I'm saying is, Iran was minding their own goddamn business. They have been minding their own goddamn business, but this is what we do. We go around meddling in other countries' affairs in some form or fashion, and when they retaliate or when they do something, oh, well, that's too far. Oh, we oh, man, oh, why did they do this? Why did they attack this and that? Why did they do this in Beirut? Why did they do this and blah, blah, blah? Why did Israel attack the USS Liberty? Why did they do that? Yeah. What was it? Why did Israel attack the USS Liberty? Did they do that for a reason? No one's asking that question. Yet, we rocking with Israel right now. We doing Israel's bidding. So, why did Israel attack the USS Liberty? What was it? But y'all want to come in here and tell me to provide this and provide that. For what? These are things that you guys can go look up, go do some fact checking. I can show you on a computer and you will still say it's bullshit. So what's the point? But I am going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to be putting something together to show you guys the shit that we just got ourselves into. Yeah. It's all out there in the open. It's all this shit is public knowledge. Iran shut down the Strait of Hormuz. Listen, all the oil that flows through the Strait of Hormuz goes to numerous countries that get the majority of their oil from that Strait of Hormuz. But I'm lying. Y'all can go look that shit up. I'm owned by Israel? Knock it off. Knock it off. 3,000 plus protesters were slaughtered in Iran. All right, where do you get that information? Because I haven't seen any evidence to show that there were 3,000 protesters killed in Iran. The last time I got gas, the gas went up. Yes. So let Iran do what Iran. That's what I say. You see, do you know why that the Iranians were protesting? It's because their economy was collapsing and their currency was worthless. Simply because of the sanctions we put on Iran and how we keep fucking with Iran and trying to destabilize their economy. This is what we do. And now we have been secretly giving arms to rebel groups in Iran to start shit. This is what we do. This is what the United States does. We arm rebel groups to attack their nation's leaders in their nation's government so that it could help us go in and take over. This is the par for the course for the United States. Yeah. Speak to an Iranian and you will see how wrong you are. I can speak to 1,000 Iranians. What is that going to do? I can speak to 1,000 Iranians. Some are going to be for this and some are not. What is that? So what? Telling me to speak to Iranian, so what? Speak to an American and see if they like Donald Trump or not. That's a nonsense argument. Anyway. Mate, you are really getting all mixed up. Don't tell me what to do. Don't ever tell me to stop this. Yeah, that's not what you're gonna do. Mr. Pitt, salute to you. He said, thank you for the $2 super chat. He says Republicans are warmongers. Yep, for money. It is ridiculous. Do I like Donald Trump? No. Why would I like Donald Trump? I don't know that motherfucker. I don't know him. Exactly. Latressa protesters are getting killed here. Well, y'all don't give a hot damn about nobody's goddamn Iranian. Knock it off. Oh, the protesters. Y'all don't give a shit about Iran and the Iranian people. I'm clearly brainwashed. Sure, pal. Sure. This is part of the cost of all European colonial nations: France, Portugal, Spain, Italy, Belgium, and the UK. This is the playbook of the European white Western world, especially in Africa. Facts. Do I care? Yeah. Yeah, I care when we fuck around with other countries. We fuck around with their sovereignty. We're fucking around with their business. We fuck around with their economy. It creates problems for us. There's no reason to do this. There is no reason. You can work with these nations to get what you need through fair trade, but it's this obsession with control. You understand? There's an obsession with control that it's just in the bones, it's in the blood of the Anglo-American motherfuckers. That just is what it is. Salute to PJ's big dog. Jay Holder says, I'm a critical thinker. None of these are lacking or that. Yeah. We can't just say, hey, man, hey, Iran, we don't care if you have nuclear weapons. Just don't use them on us because we'll use it on you. No, we can't do that. Well, that's not the reason they're doing this. They're not doing this because they don't want Iran to have nuclear capabilities. Yes, it's pure white racism and control. They feel like, oh, we have to control. We're the superior race. We're the civilized ones. So we have to civilize. Everybody has to be like us and all this other shit. It's bullshit. All we got to do, hey, you got some nice oil over there. Can we get some of that until we get our own shit cracking, Hey, Iran, you think that we can use the Strait of Hormuz? We won't fuck with you, man. No, it's about fucking control. Well, you got to build an empire. You got to have a greater Israel project. We got to have, and we're the chosen ones. We have to have all this land. It's all bullshit. And listen, it's not about the Jews. You understand? Zionists and Jews are not intrinsically tied, right? It's not. Anybody can be a Zionist. Is an ideology that anybody can have. Someone says, so dumb. Tell me what's intelligent. Show me where you're smart. You can't do it. So dumb. Trump backed out of the deal, stirred the pot, and failed to make a new deal while continuously poking them. Yes. And it's not just Trump. This has been going on for decades, you guys. And pay for a fair price for the oil you're asking for. Exactly. It's as simple as that. We can produce our own oil right here. Instead of letting Venezuela mind their own fucking business, even when Maduro said, hey, man, hey, you ain't got to fuck with us like that. Just, hey, you can have access. You can bring your companies in here. We'll let them build refineries. You can have some gold. That's what Maduro said. Maduro was trying to capitulate. Iran was trying to capitulate. They were trying to work with Trump on this nuclear deal. They were trying to work with the United States. They have been fucking with Iran for decades with these inspections, with these sanctions, all because Iran did not want to bend the knee and become a puppet government and be controlled. It is what it is. Y'all can come in here and be mad if you want to. Venezuela owns US billions of dollars. Knock it off. Knock it off. Hey, can you have a conversation without cussing? Seems like you're using it as a filter words. And no, I can't. If I can cuss if I want to. What are you talking about? Oh, you're cussing. So? Tell Donald Trump to stop cussing. Tell him to stop. Tell him to stop cussing when he's addressing the world as the supreme leader, the commander-in-chief running around cussing and shit. Tell him to stop cussing. Knock it off. No, I can't. Yes, I'm a veteran. So what? Yes, I'm a veteran. Yes, I'm a veteran. So I haven't made a single point because comprende. That's why. I don't care what you're talking about. I have made several points. I've made the point that the United States is getting their ass kicked in the Middle East by Iran. So is Israel. Iran cut off the Strait of Hormuz, which is going to create a lot of problems for a lot of nations in the world. And there's going to fuck with their economy. That's another point. The point is, Iran is kicking the ass of America and Israel in the Middle East. They're destroying bases. They destroyed the naval base in Bahrain, which is a huge problem for our naval fleet. If you don't see the point in that, I can't help you. I'm watching the wrong news. So is your mama. She gets distracted when I bang her brack out. Yeah, she gets all discombobulated when I make her bust all those nuts, and she watched the wrong news too. Yeah. I guess you're watching Al Jazeera. I watch multiple sources. I look at multiple sources. It is what it is. You a clown, she dead, dummy. Congratulations. Congratulations. Salute to you. Put your bets on Israel and US asking for a ceasefire within 2 weeks. We'll see. I don't know. Another tough guy on the net. Where am I acting tough? What is it? Where you guys getting this shit from? You guys just make up shit. Just making up shit. Anyway, it is what it is. Y'all will see tomorrow. But you probably won't be here. You probably won't show up when I show you what's going on. You will never say that to my face. Angel, I don't give a fuck about your face at all. You don't even have a face. You're hiding behind an avatar. I don't give a shit about what you're talking about saying in your face. Why do people do that? You wouldn't say that in my face. As though you're going to come to me so I can say it in your face. You going to do that? You going to come to me and see if I say it to your face? Because I will. I'll say it to your face. I don't know where you getting that fucked up shit from. Come to STL. For what? Oh, now I got to come to you. I got to come to you. You said you called me out to say it in your face. You got to come to me. Why would I go to you? Knock it off. Anyway, guys, got to get out of here. Salute to Latressa Montgomery. Salute to you, Queen. Got 24 felonies. You can be the 25th. I don't give a fuck about your felonies. They some punk ass felonies. If you got 24 and you still running around, you got 24 felonies and you still out in the world running around, you got some punk ass felonies. 24 and you still just doing what you, you got some punk ass felonies. That's what you got. I ain't got no felonies. And I still put you in a fucking box. Yeah. I don't need no felonies to put you in a fucking box. To give you a fucking dirt nap. I don't need that. Cause see, right now what you just did is threaten me. So I am within my right to put you in a fucking box. If you step into my purview. Yeah, I'm well within my right. I just was threatened by you. So now that I perceive a threat and anybody approaches me on some bullshit, I'm well within my time, well within my right. Someone says childish. Sure. Okay, tough guy. Maybe argue facts, not keyboard warriors. You see what you just did? You called me a tough guy and then called out keyboard warriors. What? If y'all have a problem with what I'm saying, you think I'm wasting my time, you don't have to waste your time writing about it in my chat. I say what I want on my channel. I say what I want. I don't have to appease any of you motherfuckers. I don't have to appeal to your sensibilities and step on. No, I don't have to tiptoe around you motherfuckers. I say what I want. I say what I want, when I want, how I want on my channel. I don't care. I don't have to cater to any of you. I don't. I can cuss. I can do whatever I want. Someone says boring. Then why are you here? Let me help you out. You don't have to write in my chat that you're bored. And if you do, I'm just going to get you out here. I don't want you to be bored. So you can keep it pushing. What am I talking about? You're going to have to go back. You're going to have to go back and watch the replay. Because I'm about to get off of this thing. I talked about quite a bit. But, you know, people come here, they try to distract. I already said what I had to say. So, I made my point. It is what it is. We are not achieving what we are wanting to achieve right now against Iran. We have a lot of problems. And the wise thing would be to just leave them the fuck alone. Just leave them alone. Mr. Pitt says, Israel and Putin have information on 47. This is why they are seeing these actions. The Republican Party will lie to do the things they do. Absolutely. They all have everything on each other. Make no mistake, all these people have dirt on on each other. They all have dirt on each other. They all play these games. Salute to you, PGA's big dog. I will. Y'all can be mad. Do I support the government? No, I don't. Why would I support the government? No. Are you going to go home and cry? You sat in the car for long enough whinging? Yet you in my chat whining. Why do y'all do that? Why do y'all go into people's chats that are doing live streams and having conversations and don't kiss your ass? So I'm not kissing your ass, so now I'm whining. Why do y'all do that? You're whining in my chat about me whining. It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense at all whatsoever. All right, Mr. S. Shoemaker, you can get out of here too. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. Salute to Miss Sunshine in the building, sniping people from a distance. Latressa Montgomery says Trump is going to continue to expose all their weaknesses, as he should. But anyway, much love, guys. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for your disagreements. Thank you. I wish some of the ladies that disagree with me were in here because they could actually articulate why they disagree. And there were a couple people that articulated why they disagree when they talked about what Iran did in Beirut and what they did in the hostage situation, which was a good point. That was a good argument. It's just there was a reason behind those actions. Yes, things that we did to cause them to do that. But those were good arguments. Those were good reasons. Those weren't insults. They said, look, Iran attacked Beirut. Boom, boom, boom. Did that attack at Beirut in 1983. There was a kidnapping in 1979. Those are good points. Iran did those things. So yes. But it was not unprovoked. But nonetheless, it is what it is, guys. Salute to you guys. I appreciate you for coming through. Like I said, hopefully tomorrow I can get on and really get into some things about how this could actually lead, this whole conflict, this war, because that's what it is. This war could lead to something that people thought was unachievable. It's opening up the world's eyes to certain things that could benefit us. It could benefit us in the United States. It could benefit the Middle East. It could benefit Europe. It is what it is. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. Anyway, much love, guys. Like, share, subscribe. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to keep marching forward toward freedom and truth.